Okay, so then what do we start to do to even boost our metabolism as we get older?
I will say 3 free advice, and all doable, but I know it's hard. Number 1, the best exercise you should do is outdoors. It's not even like, I'm going to the gym. In this country, everyone is saying, I need to lose weight. What's the first thing you do? You go sign up for a gym membership, right?
Yeah.
What other country does this?
Yeah.
No one. No. Everyone is out walking outside. I've been in Atlanta for 36 hours. I love it. I walked 20,000 steps yesterday. You guys, this is gorgeous, this city. You can't walk. I didn't see no one walking.
Not at all.
I was like the only one walking.
Baby, no, you didn't. You know you did not. You did not.
I was confused. I was like, you're so walkable here. Why no one is walking?
Because, baby, you better have that blicky on you in Atlanta walking around, Doc. Listen.
You know the funny thing is, first exercise you should do when you wake up in the morning. You're disoriented, you're slightly confused. What should be the thing you do? You should step outside, have a 40 minutes walk.
As soon as you wake up in the morning.
And it's free. You don't need to go to the gym. Who wants to go to the gym in the morning with all the sweaty people? No one. You want to do a quick walk outside without your phone, and you want to walk around, and you will work out what? A healthy layer of sweat. Because, Brandy, I saw your tongue. I know you don't sweat.
It takes a lot for me to break out a sweat, even in a hard workout.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I always ask people in my consultation. I will ask a bunch of weird questions. I would say weird question time is coming up. It's all about body fluid. Because sweat is a very healthy indicator of your metabolism.
I mean, literally, I was in the gym yesterday morning, and my trainer said, Brandy not even sweating.
Yeah.
Like, now my training partner looked like she just she just ran through the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, I was literally not sweating.
And you're also sensitive to the cold.
Very.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody who comes in my house like, God damn, Brandy, it's hot as hell up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my point. So you, in particular, before even breakfast, you need to go out to just walk around the neighborhood. Walk your dogs, walk your husbands, walk past, like whatever it is, right? Like you need to do that walk. It is not hard. It is free. Also, because this is Atlanta. You guys get your sunlight pretty early in the morning.
Yeah, we do.
It's not like New York. And you go to New York, everyone is walking, furiously walking.
Absolutely.
And they're all thin as hell. It's all about walking. It's free. You need to walk.
Yeah.
That's number 1. Number 2, stop drinking ice. And put extra sugar packets in your coffee or tea. Like, man, like sugar costs you money. Sugar costs you a lot of money down the road when you have bad cholesterol, when you have glucose, like you name it, people have it. If you think about, our parents' generation, right? A lot of them have the same thing.
Yeah.
It's completely preventable. And then the third thing is cut the booze. It costs money. I know booze is cheap in this country by comparison. I used to live in Singapore. It's like expensive to buy booze there. Here, it's cheap. But still, why? Why? Is because you cannot be your authentic self. So you got to do something about it. Then the 3 things I mentioned, right? These are the 3 advice people should do consistently every day. It will make a huge difference. Because I am a health economist. We really believe in behaviors. This is why for every single one of my one-on-one, consultation patient, I painstakingly write a 16-page report of your meal plans and your targeted lifestyle plans because it matters. But if you just think about how hard, if you stick to 3 of these, it's going to be on a daily basis.
Wow. Mm-hmm. How hard it's going to be.
I mean, some people, if you spend your whole life drinking, after dinner, you tell them not to drink anymore. It's going to be very hard.
Very hard.
But honestly, you don't need to buy gazillion supplements to do whatever. You cut a booze, you notice you're immediately a new person.
You are.
Yeah, you're a new person.
You are.
Yeah.
So you don't drink at all?
Okay, in all fair points, it's also because I'm one of those pathetic East Asian person who gets a ridiculous flush.
Okay.
So I have tried. I definitely had a mezcal phase only to experiment when I was in college, and that did not go well. I did not have tipsy. I just had pass out. And that was not cool. So no, I don't drink. Wow. My entire family, nobody drink.
Nobody drinks in your family?
No, my husband doesn't drink either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because your father is...
He doesn't drink either.
He does, of course, because he practices Chinese medicine.
Yeah.
And then your mom is a geriatrics doctor.
Yeah.
Like one of the best, well-known geriatrics
in the local area, yeah. And she always thought it's hilarious. Although my dad was like, I can't believe instead of being a Chinese medicine doctor, this was like, back in the days when I was like 18 or something. He was like, you will go to the furthest thing imaginable. You went to become an economist. I'm like a longevity economist. That still is relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, people think like Chinese medicine is this crazy thing. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it's not so crazy what we have talked about.
No, nothing is crazy at all.
It's like, it's not so different from how in house economics we collect data. I collect data by asking you questions. How is that different?
Yeah.
It's not so different. In today's medical world, how much time on average you spend with your MD? Not much. Because they don't believe what you say. They believe in what the lab result tells them.
Right.
And I can tell you now, Brandy, 50% of the black women in particular I see, even when they don't have anemia labeled on the lab result, they're considered as anemic in Chinese medicine because they have symptoms. So this is not just, the lab result says this is what I have it. I mean, the lab result, by the time it shows up to say you have high cholesterol, high glucose, it's too late. They start giving you pills already.
Yeah.
Then you can't get off them. That's like if you think about your parents, everybody.
Like my grandmother has literally been on high blood pressure medication for as long as I've been alive.
There is an increasing rate of preeclampsia during pregnancy. A lot of black women suffer from it. And the minute that happens, they give you high blood pressure pills and you never go off it. And because blood pressure pills is actually dangerous if you go off it. A lot of people I know self-medicate with is very dangerous. Definitely don't do it. Like if you're on it, just on it and keep your MD informed. But yeah, it's preventable. A lot of it is preventable with your actions.
Okay, a lot of it is preventable with your actions. You said something, though, that sparked something before you get out of here. You talked about the lab results, right? And so many women, like I'm one of those women who stays on top of their blood work, like getting their hormones levels checked.
Yeah.
So when you talk to women who come and see you, Chinese medicine, and they are suffering with like low progesterone or estrogen or testosterone or vitamin D deficient, what are you telling them that there's some actions that they can take?
So I am, I guess, a very different Chinese medicine practitioner. I love data. The more data you give me, the better. Because each person, when you come to me one-on-one, I'm not just like treating your symptoms. I'm knowing you as a person. And because you deserve that. Chinese medicine is based on humans as an evolving organism, not anatomy. Anatomy, you're dead. Like it's based on like what happens to your organs after you're dead, right? You cut it, and then how are we different from, I don't know, animals then, right? I ask thorough questions, but I always ask for your blood work. I always ask for your Western medicine diagnosis. This is actually a story I fielded in my Instagram yesterday. It's like, do you think I ask for Western medicine diagnosis? I do. Does it matter to me? It does, and it does not. It does because I always want to know everything. It helps me in knowing in particular what medication you are on, so whatever I'm prescribing you is not interfering with that. That's not my domain. It doesn't. Because let's say if you have blood pressure issue, blood pressure in Chinese medicine come with different root causes. What root cause it is due to will determine what customized formula I write you, will determine the effectiveness of what I'm doing. So let's say like it could be liver yang rising, which means you're probably prone to like being very red-faced. You always have road rage. You're like, the beef people. Or you will have this more seething, underlined. If you do explode, you explode once every 3 months and then everyone is shocked. It could all appear as blood pressure. But the root cause in Chinese medicine is very different. And blood pressure is one of many things you might have. There is never a person who has like, for example, PCOS. And they're like, well, PCOS is the only thing I have. Then I feel great. No one ever. your particular symptoms, whether it's in digestion, whether it's in your sex life, whether it's your mental health, all matter when I write you a customized formula. This is why I write goals. We hold each other accountable. On the report, it will say primary goals, blah, 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 secondary goals, blah, blah, blah. And each follow-up we do per month, I meticulously look at my goals and I ask you all about your symptoms and we check off what has improved, what has not.
Hey Vault family, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to check out our full interview on our channel at Vault Empowers Talks. We don't just scratch the surface, we dive deep into the lives of some of the world's most influential leaders and change makers. Don't forget to like, to comment, and be sure to subscribe for more inspiring conversations. See you next time.